Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today we have a piddling around video because I was out in the studio and I was just piddling around and I thought, hey, let's go ahead and film this, shall we? Okay, so that's what I did. So I don't have a promo shot of the items I was using, that kind of thing. I've just got a bunch of different papers out here on my desk. That one is some type of rice paper, claims to be. I don't know. It's what it says it is. That's what it is. And then that's just a piece of Joshi paper. Every once in a while we go down to the Chinatown part of Houston. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pick up stuff down there. I don't pick it up. I purchase it. Or if it's, like magazines, free magazines, I'll take those too. Not all of them, of course, just a couple. So I have various language book pages and that fun piece of paper right there. Probably got it in a scrap bag of papers, okay? It's soft, but not too flimsy. Got a little weight to it, but not a lot. So anyway, that's my bag. I'm doing one of those sort of like, all the rage, the craze, the fad going on, last couple of months or so. When you fold up your documents, normally they have the tall, skinny journals that they're putting those in, and I'm not doing that. It's kind of not what it is. It's kind of what it is, but it's not. So I have these pages, and I'm putting some white gesso on there, just smooshing around very haphazardly, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just piddling, okay? I'm just piddling, exactly what the title says, piddling around, okay? No farting involved. So we're doing that. I'm going to get out some more white gesso. Okay, so, all right, doing some more. Video has been put into hyperspeed for your viewing pleasure and my voiceover ease. And I said, hey, let's get out some Distress Oxide. And I think the colors are prize ribbon, antique linen, and speckled egg? Question mark? I don't know. So, we put a little bit out on our little mat there, spritzed it with water, and we're daubling it up. It's not really slap and drag. It's more like just daubling and wiping that off, because I'm like, I think I got all the color picked up from that, and I'm just wiping it off. You don't want to get your Oxide ink pads wet with water on them, okay? You don't want your oxidation to happen in your ink pad. You want it on your surfaces. So we dabbled out some more, and we spritzed it with water, and now we're going to dabble the pages. The rest of the pages, or the pages again, I don't know, y'all. And at one point, the water gets all dabbled up, and then we spritz it some more, because we want to get all our color off. I want my 1/1000th of 1 cent worth of ink, y'all. Just saying. So we're going to wipe that off. There wasn't much left on there, so, Now I'm going to get the heat gun out for like millisecond. All right? I think you'll see it. Millisecond. Heat gun, y'all. And once they were dry, because they were dry, I got out, my makeup brushes over there that I use for ink. And these are Archival ink, okay? And I'm just smooshing it around. I'm not worried if they're looking splotchy or blotchy or any of that, okay? And that's coffee color. And then I have some black soot Archival as well, and it's on that little cut and dry foam, and I'm smooshing that around. I'm not being necessarily real careful, and I'm crunching up the paper here and there, and stuff like that, because piddling, it's fun, passing time. It's making something without making something, if you know what I mean. because I want to. 'Cause sometimes you just want to. Okay, you don't have to have a reason. So now I got them. I'm lining them up. Like, yeah, it's probably the order I want them. Gonna tuck them all in underneath that little doolaller. And I said, hey, this is looking kind of like a fun little no particular reason journal. Journal. So I gathered out and pulled out some Tim Holtz paper dolls, and probably the ephemera is probably Timmy too. I don't know. Okay, it's whatever ephemera it is. So we're just going to start gluing that on there. And I like the Jossie page, so it's the first one. Okay, it's the first one. I put those ladies in a frame. Okay, put some weight on it. And then at some point, I decided to start working from the back and going back to the top, because currently from the top going down, I start over from the back and go up. So, you know, there's no rhyme nor reason in any of these bits of ephemera, not the color, not the words or numbers that are on there, the era, you know, time period, circa 2020 or whatever, you know, kind of thing. And I'm like, I want this one a little smaller so it'll fit, but I want to cut it, so I'm just going to crunch it up, and then we're going to glue it down. Oh, we're going to ink. This one's a fancy one, y'all, because I did not ink most of this ephemera. Didn't really get inked, okay? It's just a very hit and miss kind of thing. Piddling. So, and at one point I had set it aside. I think I set it aside when I got the pages done, because, you know, sometimes I have to go in the house and cook dinner. Sometimes I go in the house. I don't necessarily cook, but, you know, I eat. And then I'll go back out, and then that's when I think when I went back out, I thought, oh, let's put some stuff in it. And then probably after I put the stuff in, I probably set it aside again. Because, you know, I do that. So, you know, if I'm just piddling and I do another project, I'm doing the other project. And then I come back to this one while I'm waiting for it to dry, or, you know, for the ideas to meld and get married in my brain and all that kind of stuff. You know, my brain's a very special place. Anyway, putting that down. I get some gold thread out. It's gold. Not real gold. And I think it's that plasticky stuff. I don't know what it is. It's nice thread, though. I'm just saying. It's not like the Dollar Tree plastic thread. Anyway, rolled that around my finger, breaking off a little piece of a Kit Kat bar. No, not really. Double-sided tape. Wrapping that around so it kind of all stays clumped up. Trying to get the ends tucked in. I'm going to put them behind the lady. Now, please note the lady's in evening attire. She has a bouquet of flowers, and I did not. Of course, there's no law says I can't do it now. I did not put any blush on any of these people that I used. Y'all know I normally do that because I like that. I like blushing them. The black and white pictures are sepia, because some of them are more sepia. You know. And this feller had one of those top hats, but it did not look right to me. It did not look right to me. So I trimmed it off, and now he's got a cool looking nifty little shorter hat, okay? And he's carrying a bouquet of flowers too. I think he's going to call on that lady. He doesn't know she already has some flowers. So we're leaving the top of him unglued because I glued that ticket or whatever, that piece of ephemera down, and I left it as a pocket because y'all know I like the little pockets. Even though I don't put anything in them. I like them. So we're gluing this down, and this one's probably going to be pert near every one of these little strips of book pages. It's got some kind of pocket on it. Maybe not, but, you know, it could. Here comes a little teeny tiny dog. I'm like, oh, dog, you want to live here with the postal thing. Because, you know, dogs and post people. They BFFs. Anywho, so I'm going along. And then I'm like, oh, I've kind of run out of stuff. So I got to find some more stuff. And so do that. And I didn't even give a second thought to colors or any of that stuff. I really didn't. It was just piddling. I know. Could I say piddle some more? Probably. It's not a piddle party. Piddling. Anyway. So now we have these little things, and at the time I glued them down, I didn't realize they were both the same kind of thing, but they have different numbers on them, but they're the same kind of ticket. I don't know. I see the R, I'm going to say railroad, but I really don't know. Could have been, reading tickets. I don't know. Could have been writing if you spell it that way. And an airplane, because I put that airmail thing on there, and I'm like, well, we need an airplane. And I happen to have seen an airplane in the little ephemera baggie that I was pulling out of. And then I'm like, oh, this one needs something in the pocket. So I pulled out a number 2 because that's the big number I had. So that's what I used. And we're going to line them all up and tap them down. And then I lay them in there one at a time, get them all the way I want them. And I'm going to close up this end. This is not a flow style tag, y'all. You could pull them apart, but you'd have to really work at it. So I've got this whole reinforcer that I even put another extra piece of cardstock on, and I glued it onto the back side of my little journal. It's a journal, y'all. It's a fold-up journal. Okay? Okay. And I have this piece of mustard colored lace trimmy stuff. And I said, we're going to put that on there, and we're going to put this Chinese, Japanese, this Asian Oriental coin, coin, C-O-I-N, on there. Okay, because I saw it. I'm like, yeah, let's use that. So we're trying to stick the eyelet, because I got an eyelet, through the lace stuff and the coin, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, that's not long enough. And I'm like, but wait, I have some of those eyelets that seem to have a longer barrel on them. I don't know why. I don't know. So I went over there and I got one, and it happened to be silver. And I said, well, I could color it gold. And I thought, no, because the first page in there's got silver on it. So, it'll match. It'll all be matchy. So we're setting our eyelet guy. I'm happy with this piddling project. Okay. So we fold it up and kind of tuck it under, just barely tuck it under, y'all, because there wasn't much lip there. And we're wrapping that around. I had no idea how I was really going to wrap it. And then I was going along. I was trying to film the finishing touch, and then, the little flippy flop thing. And then I noticed this piece of tore paper, and I thought, well, let's just get a piece of this fancy washi tape that I got from a washi tape swap. And we're just, because I use glue on the washi tape. And we're just putting that on there to patch that little hole. And I'm like, well, we'll just put a little glue right there. Okay? Okay. So here's our little flippy part. See, it just unrolls. And you kind of straighten it. You can write on here because, it's got the gesso on there. You can write on there if you want to. I could if I wanted to. I don't know. Oh, I'm like, get something to put in the pocket. See, it's a pocket. Y'all. You have to understand how pockets work. Okay, there's the man with the flower coming to see the lady who already has flowers. Y'all. This was a fun project to pass time. Ta-da! Photo montage. Y'all, I am happy with this project, considering I didn't know what the project was going to become or what I was even going to do with it. So it's just because kind of journal with, I don't know, stuff in it. Little dog, he's like, where's that postman? You can hear him growling already. So yeah, here's the man with the hat I designed especially for him. And the lady with the flower. I think I have to go back and blush their cheeks and stuff, because I like that. There's some steel pins, y'all. And there it is. I smashed it all out so it looked cool, because I think it looks cool like that. Here we are closing it up. Gonna wrap it around. Gonna do a little tie. See how it's fluffy? It could be smashed it down if you really wanted to smash it down. And that's the back. It looks cool, doesn't it? That mustard colored trim is perfect. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.